When other women envy your confidence and the woman you've become, you're clearly doing something right. Let's revisit what is envy. Envy is a feeling of disconnectedness or resentful, longing aroused by someone else's possessions or qualities or luck, I would say blessings. Envy is a desire to have a quality, possession, or other desirable attribute belonging to someone else. When a woman is envious of you, when she's envious of your confidence, she wants you to stop being the very woman that you are simply because she feels she will never be like you. A person who is envious and resentful of another person, instead of doing the work on themselves, they prefer that you stop being you. They prefer that you actually dim your light, dumb down your confidence, be more humble, as they say, and stop bringing attention or highlighting those beautiful qualities about yourself. A woman who envies your confidence, she's the type of woman who get mad at you if you change up your looks, if you change up your style, if you change up your speech, if you change up how you move and how you communicate with other people. These are the people who will suddenly take issue with you because you're working on your personal development as a woman. Envious people, when you are a confident woman, that absolutely rubs them the wrong way. You are the girl who dares to show up a tad bit overdressed simply because you were feeling yourself that day. And there's nothing wrong with that. People who are envious of how other people move, they're always trying to get you to think according to what other people think about you. Envious people are often so programmed to follow what other people want them to do and not take charge of their own lives. And because they don't take charge of their own lives, they sit back bitter and resentful toward the people who actually had the audacity and the boldness to do what they want to do. A woman who is envious and jealous of another woman for that fact, she's the kind of woman who has been programmed to believe that if she gets dressed up in the morning, if she takes time, extra time to do her hair, to maybe do her makeup, to do those things that make her feel girly and feminine, somehow she's being cocky or conceited. But a confident woman, a leveled up woman, no longer cares about what other people say, think, or feel about her. It's not that she doesn't want other people to really, like her or perceive her in the right way. It's just that she refuses to be controlled by the thoughts and opinions of other people. And women who are envious of women who are confident, they are still under the control of other people's thoughts and opinions. When you mature as a woman, you realize that you only have one life to live, and the way you live it is determined, number one, by God, the way I see it, but you are absolutely managing your life. And you have choices that you can make on whether or not you want to be a confident woman or you want to be the kind of woman who's still mind controlled by what other people say, think, and feel about you. But envy harbors resentment toward those who simply don't care about what other people think. And when you're the kind of woman who operates like you have options, like you're beautiful and you know it, like you're smart and you know it, like you have opportunities and you know it, like you are going to go after your goals and you're not going to let somebody get in your way, people who lack confidence and are insecure, they envy people like that. And instead of working on themselves, they want you to see why you're moving too fast, why you shouldn't do the most with your hair, with your makeup. That's too much. You don't need to do all of that. Now, I'm not saying go out here looking like a clown. I'm always have class, always have decorum, always look like a beautiful, grown, classy woman. But some people, they like to use what I call that reverse psychology, or not what I call, that's a thing, reverse psychology on you to get you to dumb yourself down. So what do I mean by that? You could be looking really nice. It's approaching summer and you could have a beautiful sundress on, have your beautiful earrings. You could have your hair done up, and people who are resentful and jealous and envious of you and how you move, they'll try to tell you, why are you so dressed up? Like, we're only going here. Why are you so dressed up? We're only doing this. Why are you so dressed up? When people ask that kind of question, I often wonder, why does it matter to you? How does it affect you? As long as I look decent and put together, you would think that would be a plus. But for people who are jealous and envious, especially other women, when other women see you all dialed up and feeling good and you're showing your confidence, some women take that as a threat. Some women take that as make you their target simply because you dare to walk out the house looking good and feeling good. And women who are envious of the fact that you operate that way, they wish they could do it. They don't even realize that they can, but because so many other people's voices are in their heads, they let that stop them from being that confident, beautiful woman that they could be. And I say this from experience because I used to be that way. I used to be the kind of woman who would constantly be trying to dumb myself down, not stay humble, because I believe it's okay with being humble. I'm not talking about that. Humility is not just about looks. Humility is about character. I'm not talking about that. I used to be the kind of woman who would be like, you know what? I have this cute outfit, but I'm going to wear the t-shirt and the jeans just so everybody else feels comfortable. I don't want to feel like I'm doing too much. My hair, it's okay the way it is. I don't have to do all that extra stuff because, we're just going here. I want to blend in with everybody else. Women who no longer desire to blend in because you realize you're unique, you're different, and you actually want to amplify your beauty, you don't care about fitting in. You don't care about blending in. And women who are envious of women who show up to the party and they seem to have outdone or outdressed the birthday girl. I just saw a story about that on TikTok, how this young lady, she actually wore a denim romper, I think some Air Force Ones or something, low top Air Force Ones or something, to her own birthday, and then got upset when one of her friends came there dressed up. She looked beautiful. She was all dialed up. Now, I don't know if they had a color scheme going or a theme of how they wanted to dress. I don't think they did. But this woman, she deliberately dressed down on her birthday, which you would think would be the opposite. And then she got mad at her friend for showing up as that classy, beautiful, confident woman. Now, I'm not saying that the woman in the jean romper wasn't also confident. I'm guessing she had to be, or she thought she would be, since she chose to wear that on her birthday. But her true colors showed when she got jealous of the fact that her friend outdid her at her birthday party. Now, I've spoken about how women sometimes, they'll leave you in the dark on purpose and to make you look like the oddball out. This was not that. This woman, and see, this is a lesson here for all women. If you are confident and secure within yourself, and you chose to be a leveled up woman and you're hanging around other leveled up women, meaning leveled up women typically care about how they look, they care about how they present themselves to the world. If you're going to be around women like that, you cannot be insecure. You have to know and understand that if you have these type of people in your life, they're going to show up different than the average woman. They're going to give extra time and attention to their looks. They're going to walk into the room and maybe get attention. And that's okay. You all are in the same group. When you surround yourself with women with class and decorum, there's no room for a woman to get jealous and envious of another woman because you are all queens in your own right. You are all supporting yourself. But you can tell if there's a weak link in the group because they start acting different when a woman dresses up. Apparently, this woman was not as secure and confident as she thought she was when she decided to dress down for her birthday. You can't be mad at another woman for bringing forth her best when you brought forth your least. And women who are envious and jealous of other women, getting back to the main point, they get very upset with women who bring their A game when they decided to bring a C+. Like, that's not their fault. And as women, when you decide that you want to level up, whether it be in your looks, the way you carry yourself, your intellect, your job, your finances, whatever it might be, you have to have so much confidence that you don't get envious or bitter around women who are doing their thing. As a woman, we all have that right to do our thing. But women who are not bold enough to walk in their gifts, walk in their skills, walk in their talent, women who are not bold enough to amplify their beauty and give their very best to how they look and how they present, they will always be envious, bitter, and jealous toward the next woman. And no matter how much a woman screams, I don't care about her, I don't care about how she looks, I don't care about that, the more they scream those kind of things, the more they absolutely care. A woman who truly does not care and is not jealous or envious of another woman's looks or anything that she has, she does not constantly bring attention to those things. But a woman who is bitter and jealous and miserable around other women, they are always highlighting those things of the other woman that they wish they had. A woman who is jealous of another woman's beauty, she will always talk about why she always smiling all the time. Oh, why she always flipping her hair? Because it's long and it's beautiful and she can do that. And if you took time to grow out your hair or did what you needed to do, you could do the same thing. Women don't even understand how much their bitterness, their envy, their jealousy shows in how they treat other women and the way they speak about another woman. If you want to know if a woman is envious and jealous of people in general, just look at how she talks about other women. Look at the conversation she has with her friends and her associates when she has her downtime. If most of her conversation is spent putting down other women, she is not only not a girl's girl, she is absolutely a jealous, envious person who lacks confidence, and she will be problematic if you let her into your circle. That's why I am adamant. Let me sip a little bit of water because I feel my throat getting dry. That's why I am adamant about women being around other women who are like-minded, because the last thing you want is to be in a circle of women who you always feel like you have to dumb yourself down for, because not only do they think you don't deserve, because you're not deserving of being beautiful and having the things that you have, but they get jealous when you display the things that you have. As you level up and mature as a woman, you want to surround yourself with women who are okay with you bringing forth your best. You want to be around women who are okay with you being dolled up and being confident and not feeling like you have to shrink yourself down to guard and protect somebody's broken confidence. That's not our job as women. And that's not to say if you have a friend who is insecure and she's not a hater, but she just wants that support, that encouragement to kind of amp herself up a little bit. That's what friends do. We adjust each other's crowns as queens. I believe that wholeheartedly. But there are some women who will never give you that opportunity because they're too busy being a hater. The very things that you want to help them with and encourage them in, they try to discourage you in. And some women who are so kind-hearted, so loving, so gentle, so feminine with their friends, and they want to see everybody wins, sometimes you don't realize that you're allowing these women to put pinpricks of doubt into you, and the next thing you know, you're shrinking down. Now you don't care about your looks that much. Now you don't care about what you wear. Now you're just trying to blend in. You want to make everybody comfortable. Can I say something that might be a little bit triggering for some people or might be a little bit off-putting for some people? I truly believe that it's okay to make other people uncomfortable if they're trying to bring you discomfort. What do I mean by that? If people are trying to make you uncomfortable with how you look, and you look beautiful, I mean, if you look classy, you carry yourself with class and decorum, you are kind to people you come in contact with, you're soft-spoken, or maybe you just know how to speak, time and place, you have discretion. Those are beautiful woman qualities to have. Only a jealous, envious hater would try to convince you that being a feminine, calm, and collected and confident woman is somehow a negative. But women who envy those traits in you, they will always try to get you to blend in with them instead of coming up to your level if that's what they want. As women, we do not tolerate jealousy and envy from anyone because all it does is play on your confidence, and that's what they want. Envious people want you to feel that you don't deserve to be certain ways. They might try to get you to feel like, well, you're not like the standard of beauty, so I don't understand why you feel that way. Anybody who says those kind of things to you, in my opinion, they absolutely hate you. They are not your friend. They are not your support system. People who actually are not envious or jealous of you, they're not going to highlight what they perceive as flaws in you and get you to doubt yourself. They want you to feel good about yourself and you to them. But people who are envious and jealous, They don't want you to feel good about yourself because they don't feel good about themselves. They don't feel good about their bodies. As women, some women don't like how they look. They don't know how to embrace when they're smaller or when they're bigger. They don't know how to embrace the different seasons that come with womanhood. There are certain seasons throughout the month where you might be one size and then suddenly your weight, you gain weight because of your monthly, because of your menstruation and different things like that. They don't know how to embrace those times, those unique times that make you a woman. Instead, they like to put down other women because they're going through what every woman goes through. All women have shifts in their weight from time to time, whether it be you lose weight or you gain weight. That doesn't take away from your beauty. But a jealous, envious woman, she will look at you going through a season and say, did you pick up weight? Like, girl, you need to get that weight off of you. Do you think you should be eating that? Do you think you should be doing that? Envious people, jealous people, they like to study you like a book, and not in a good way. They're not studying you to take notes on positive things. They like to study you to remind you of everything that you could be doing better and everything they perceive that you are doing wrong. Dealing with people who are envious, it can be very draining. It's because they are jealous of the fact that you have gotten opportunities that maybe they haven't got. Or once again, you are just deciding to put everybody else's voices out your head and be the woman that God created you to be. Not all women have the ability to do that. Some women have been so brainwashed into believing that in order to be liked by other women, they have to dumb themselves down. And that's not what I believe. I believe if a woman is truly your friend, truly your support system, and you both are classy and have decorum and you're leveling up, working on your personal development as a woman, you will never have to dumb yourself down. You know how to read the room, you know how to be a support to someone, and you expect support from the person who says they're your friend, not belittling and not constantly hating on you and being jealous of the things that you do, the things that you say, and the things that you have. A woman who is envious, she will see you going back to school to get a degree or taking a course, and she'll ask you, like, is that even necessary? Why do you need to do that? Why not? That's always my question, always my answer to them. My question to them when somebody asks me something like that. Why not? What's the issue? Well, do you really think, like, what's the point of doing this? Because I want to? Telling somebody that because you can is good enough answer for me. When people have the audacity to question why you want to better yourself, they're a jealous, envious person, in my opinion, and they need to be disregarded. Don't let envious people cause you to dumb yourself down and get to their level, because oftentimes it's not that you look down on those people, but they look down on themselves, and instead of trying to come up, they want to bring you down with them, and we can't allow that. All right? Like and subscribe to this channel and share this content. Hit the notification bell so that you're aware when I post a brand new video. If you watch this video until the very end, put the high heel emoji in the comment section. I absolutely love to see it. Take care.